After 3 decades of marriage, you'd think you've seen just about everything. You learn each other's quirks, the good habits, the annoying ones, the little routines that make life predictable. But today threw me completely off. So this morning we were getting ready to pay someone for some work around the house. We had cash set aside, real physical cash, and I knew exactly how much was sitting in that envelope. $2,200. I counted it myself. I remember holding it, thinking, okay, this is handled. Then he leaves me a note. A note. Not even a conversation. Just a scribbled message saying he left $1,300 and if we needed more, he'd have to go to the bank. And the second I saw that number, something in my stomach dropped, because I knew it wasn't $1,300. And I knew he knew that I knew. So of course, I go check the safe. And I didn't even have to count it to see it. There was way more than just a little spending money missing. It wasn't $900 missing out of thin air. It was $900 missing with intent. And what rattled me the most wasn't the money. It was the lie. The casualness of it. Like this was normal. And it's not the first time I've felt this little twist of distrust. A few days ago, we talked about tithing, something that's always been important to me, but honestly, something he's never really been consistent about. He brushed it off like he always does. I can't talk about the past. I'll just do better moving forward. I've heard those exact words before, too many times. At some point, when someone keeps repeating the same promise, the words stop sounding like hope and start sounding like a script. So today, standing there staring into that safe, everything hit me at once. 31 years next week. And I realized we've spent most of them with completely different definitions of trust, communication, partnership. We live in the same house, but sometimes it feels like we're living two very separate lives under the same roof. He's always been the saver, the one who handles the bills, the accounts, the logistics. I used to tell myself that was fine. I didn't have debt when we married, but I also didn't have savings. He had a system, and I thought letting him lead was the responsible thing to do. But somewhere along the way, letting him handle it turned into never really being included. The crazy part is, on paper, everything looks fine. We have savings, we have inheritance money tucked away. The mortgage is almost gone. If you just measured our marriage with dollar signs, it would look neat and tidy, but emotionally, we're miles apart. 3 of our 4 kids still live at home, all in their 20s, and even with the house full, the marriage feels empty. I've been going to counseling alone because every time I've asked him to join me, it turns into a dead end. I've started hearing myself say things like, am I really going to spend the last 20 years of my life feeling like this? And I never imagined having thoughts like that after 30 years together. The truth is, I'm tired. Tired of detective work. Tired of being told I'm imagining things. Tired of being a partner in name only. Today, that missing $900 wasn't just cash, it was a mirror. A moment that forced me to face something I've quietly ignored for years. I trust my husband. And trust is the one thing you can't fake your way through. I don't know what's next. Counseling, conversations, maybe some really hard decisions. I just know I can't pretend anymore. Not with myself. Not with him. Not with another I'll do better next time. Because 30 years is a long time to feel alone, and I'm finally admitting, I don't want the next 32 look the same.